Speaking of which, that's the best advice you ever had? Give me some advice you had, other than your teacher.
If you think you're done peeing, you're not.
You think you're done peeing? Shake it again.
Wait. You're not done peeing. That's some of the best advice I've ever heard.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Q&A with Ronnie Ray, man. I'm here. I'm back. Season 5, man. I'm trying to rock out, man. Well, I introduce you people to some of my favorite people in show business, man. Hey, we back Season 5, man. Now we live. We on cam. Today, man, got one of my best friends in the game. My Greek brother, Alex Tsakanikas, comedian extraordinaire. Give it up for him, people. Clap for him on the side. Nobody's here. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
First question I always ask, do you remember how we met?
Yes, I do. It was about 10 years ago. We had just started a comedy group called Chicago Minor Leagues of Comedy, and one of the guys that worked in the comedy group had met you at the bank. At the bank. You had a shirt with your face and name on it, and he was like, "Hey, man."
One.
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, man, are you a comedian?" He goes, "You're like, yes, I am." And he's like, "Well, we're doing a comedy show tonight. You want to come?"
Wow.
And that was the first comedy show I ever did.
I didn't know that until the other day. I think you probably said it before. I didn't believe you.
Probably.
You said it in front of people, like, it's believable.
Yeah. Well, I believe it because it's the truth.
Yeah.
And you came in and we're like, "Hey, man, just come in, do like 10 minutes, right?" And I let you at 10 minutes.
You were the host, right?
I was the host, I think, that night. I was one of the guys. I don't know. We were working.
You introduced me though on stage, so I was the first comic you brought on stage because they put me up first.
Yeah.
Wow. Ironic, bro.
Beautiful thing, isn't it?
Crazy, man.
And now we're the only guys still doing it.
Now we're the only guys still doing it.
Yeah.
You know, man, Trifon, Ryan, Mike.
Terry,
the guy that introduced the guy from the bank. My man Terry Egan. What up, man? My dad say he look like Johnny Carson. He like, "Hey, man, you look like Johnny Carson."
Look a little like Johnny Carson, yeah.
Well, take us back. Upbringing.
Pretty simple.
I know
Chicago
you mentioned folks,
upbringing.
people cool, so it's like,
yeah. My dad came from Greece. My mom was from here. Both of them are Greek, and I grew up in a very Greek household, went to church every Sunday at the Greek church, went to school at a Greek-American grade school till about 8th grade, and yeah, pretty chill, went to Catholic school after that, and then, I acted a lot when I was younger.
You mentioned that about an acting teacher. When was that? Was that
That
was
high
school or grade school?
From grade school till about high school. And then I stopped. And then in my 20s, I started acting with him again, doing like adult plays and stuff like that, like small plays.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for him pushing me, I would have never started stand-up. I would have never tried anything like that. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he had a great impact on my life,
Yeah, I didn't know that until you recorded the comedy special.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
And was you feeling sentimental? Was you about to
Yeah,
break down?
when he passed away, it was very hard on a lot of us that were in there with him because he was kind of like a second dad to a lot of us. He very much pushed us to be creative and to act, and he wasn't like light on it. He would like yell at us. He'd be like, "You fucking idiots," and stuff like that.
Man.
Like he wasn't afraid, but he was just cool. He was calm. He was very nice. But he was like, we were little shitheads, and he would call us out on it. And we had a best time. Some of my best friends in the world I'm still friends with to this day from being in that acting group with him. And he had a very big impact on my life. He had a big impact on a lot of people. He was a big proponent of the Greek community here in Chicago. And you could catch him at shows. You could catch him putting on plays. You could catch him putting on musical things like concerts and stuff like that. He was a very good dude. Loved him. Takis Theotokatos. He's a very good man. Very interesting story about his life. Very interesting man.
Rest in peace to your teacher.
Yeah. No.
What was the best advice you ever given? What was the best lesson or advice you ever given?
I was writing plays at the time when I was working with him in my 20s, and I thought that, man, this is perfect. This is a great play I wrote. And he just told me to keep writing. And I got a little offended by it. I'm like, this is a great play. Why can't we just do this play? And he told me to just keep writing. And that was one thing that I realized, like, no matter how good you think it is, you should keep writing.
Yeah.
You should keep going. Like, there's more to be worked on. Like, at one point, you will be like, oh, this is ready. This is done. But it's not on the first or second draft. It's on the fifth or sixth. You know, it's when you really whittle it down. It's like the same thing with your set, man. It's the same thing with anything. Like, I think I have 30 good minutes, but I might have 20 great minutes. But I might have 10 perfect minutes, maybe 15 perfect minutes in there. Like, I can do a great 20-minute set, but I can do probably you're going to have a legendary 15 minutes out of there. If you can wriggle that down, if you write a lot, if you're writing every day like you should be writing something every day, whether it's stand-up, whether it's, if you write poems or plays or movies, skits, whatever, you should be working on something every day and whittle. Either you're going to gain and then you're going to whittle. And from that, like when I recorded my special, I think I could have cut out 5 minutes of that special and just done what I do better. Even now, and I work that special to the bone, but I'm just like, you can always write. You keep writing. Yeah. Don't stop writing.
We get to that. You mean whittle. Whittle, I've never heard.
Whittling is a term to, like, when you have a piece of wood and you whittle it into a flute or a thing. Carve, yeah. Okay. So if what you want is in that marble, it'll come out, but you have to keep carving it in order for it to come out. And that's something that he taught me when I got older. And when I was younger, they can teach you whatever they want. Mostly what he did was instill confidence in me, in my ability to perform, which was huge for me. And as I got older, I already had that confidence. He just said, all right, now it's time to whittle away. There's a lot of fat on this. Like, whittle it down. Get that out. You don't need this part. You don't need this bit. And at first, that's a tough thing to hear, especially like if we do shows, since we do a lot of shows and my 30 minutes is really good. If someone comes up to you, he's like, yeah, man, but you got a lot of fat in there. Like, you can cut that down to 25. Mm-hmm. And you're like, what the fuck? That's bullshit. But after you really look at it, you're like, yeah, that part where I got to giggle, if I cut that out, that's going to be a real laugh, like a hard laugh. But then you learn to play with it, because sometimes you need a giggle just to get them through to the next point. You can't be like, the whole time. You got to, if you're doing a longer set, sometimes you got to have a second to breathe. Sometimes you have a second to think. But if you don't start whittling and carving and writing every day, even if it's something. Some people say you should write for an hour. I think that's a little crazy. I can never pay attention that long. But at least 15 minutes a day, you should be writing something. Whether it's your journal, whether it's something.
So even if you're not a writer, write something.
Even if you're not a writer, put something down. Put a random thought down. A guy came up to me at the bar the other day. This is a real story. He sat down next to me, and he goes, hey, did you notice that all the couples on TV are interracial couples now?
Yeah.
And I was just like who starts a conversation like this, right? Like, that was my first thought. And then I went home and wrote that down, and I was just like, wow, what made that guy come up to a stranger and say that, And then you keep writing and you're whittling and you're thinking, and then eventually that could become a really good joke, that can become something. If you think about stuff. And you, that's probably the best piece of advice he gave me, is just keep writing. Just keep whittling.
A lot of black people, mixed couples on TV.
Yeah,
I thought you said that was the best advice he gave you.
No, but yeah, the best advice he gave me was like, man, you notice all that? What the fuck?
Were you still in there when you started stand-up? You still working with him?
I was just starting stand-up. I had gone to a couple of mics, and I had not started doing shows or anything with, you guys yet. But yeah, at the end of that, because I got tired of acting, because acting is a lot of hard work, especially if I was doing it in Greek. So it was a lot of hard work in a language I wasn't necessarily good at. Just to, at the end of the day, it's done. But if you're doing stand-up, it's continuous. It's your life. You're talking about experiences. You're talking about funny ideas. You keep going.
Right.
And also, I've never been much of a team player, to be completely honest with you.
Selfish ass.
I am. I wrestled. I like to do individual sports. I like individual video games and stuff like that. I'm just not much of a team player. I play team sports. I understand it, but I'm just, I like it just me and them. I don't like to be up there and blame anybody else for a problem or anyone gets any other, congratulations for a good thing happening,
Yeah, my shit's in reverse.
Yeah.
I'm a team player like a mug, but I think probably within the past few years, I'm like, I think I'm a solo act.
Yeah.
And so stand-up is very gratifying for me, so I'm not mad at that at all.
I bet
love it.
I could probably do improv and stuff like that. I'd probably be like the best to ever do it, like period. But
No,
I
I'm the
just
best.
don't think that,
No, I'm the greatest.
I don't want to take that away from anybody else,
You never know the competition. Because I'm not going to talk about that. I'm about to go. They really lacking the self-esteem. Like you weak-minded.
I've been to only
improvisers.
The only
Kidding.
improv shows I ever went to that I didn't fall asleep at was Pimprov. Shout out to Pimprov.
Yeah, man. God bless them, man. Hanging out with Mars last weekend.
Love Mars Timms.
I just texted him today. Yeah, good
Maddie
man.
Robinson.
Maddie Robinson. Warren Phoenix. Just a bunch of people. You talk about the first time on stage. How did you feel before you walking on stage? How
I was
the
very
feeling?
nervous. I was flop
Was that
sweating.
the most nervous you ever been?
No, the most nervous I ever been was opening for this Greek guy.
The Laugh Factory?
No, it wasn't that one. That one I was a little nervous for because that was also like 6 months into doing stand-up, and I should not have been opening
It was
for that
that
guy.
early on?
Yeah, I was like,
It don't
I
seem
should
that
not be
long ago.
doing this, dude. I was like,
Wow.
he was like, yeah, I want you to do it. I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea, Chief. I don't know about that one. And years later, I was like, you know what? Can I host for you again? Like, I'm much better now. Like, I can do this.
Right.
And then I got nervous right before I got up, and I fucking bombed my ass off in front of him, and I was like, yeah. And then I went into the bathroom, and I was like, what are we doing? Like, what is
I
this?
had to talk about this.
Man, yeah, I haven't even hit him up since to like do a show. I'm just like, this guy is done with me.
Quick rapid fire, real quick.
Yeah.
Favorite 3 Hall & Oates songs. I say that because we on the road a lot, and the guy played Hall & Oates and eat Arby's. So, favorite 3 Hall & Oates songs.
Out of Touch, number 1. Maneater, number 2. I'm trying to think of a third one right now. Can you just list me a couple of Hall & Oates songs real quick?
Sarah Smile.
Don't like Sarah Smile.
What?
I don't like Sarah
Adult
Smile.
Education.
No.
Method of Modern Love.
I like Method of Modern Love.
101.
It's a good one.
I'm running out. You just said 3, so that's like 10.
So yeah, I'll put Method of Modern Love on there over Sarah's Smile.
I go Sarah Smile. I go Sarah Smile, 101, and I can't go for that.
I can't go for that. Is a good one too, but I don't know, man. Dude, Maneater's not when you're top, dude. Fuck
This is poppy, man. This is poppy, bro. But hey, I like it.
You're out of touch, dude.
Out of touch is
that is like
amazing.
their best
They're
song,
out
man.
of touch. The long
I'm out of time.
Uncle had the 45, so it's like about 9 minutes long, and they back in the studio acting a fool. Like, we're out of touch. It's crazy. I remember being like, what is this? We're out of touch. That's when we had to watch MTV, and I loved it, though. I ain't tripping. Your safe place. Where's your safe place?
My house. My probably my shower. That's where like I love my shower at home. And like when I'm in there, it's like the best. You turn the water all the way up, you sit on the ground. It's like you're meditating under a waterfall. You know what I mean? But you control it. And I don't know if you've ever been to a waterfall. Like the whole idea of meditating under a waterfall is stupid because they are so fucking loud. Like if you ever been like, oh, I'm gonna go under that, it hurts and it's crazy loud and cold. Like it's like you're like, this is a terrible experience. Like this is awful. Like my shower is my safe place. Like I love that fucking shower. I can spend an hour in there easy. Yeah.
Comedians, your favorite joke by any other comic?
Robin Williams had a joke. He was talking about the Last Supper.
Was this on the night?
It was live on Broadway.
Live on Broadway, yeah.
He had all his apostles. It was the night before he died. He was at the Last Supper, and he looks at his apostles, and he goes, "My sons, one of you will betray me tonight." And Paul looked at him and goes, "Is it me, Jesus?" And he goes, "No, Paul, it's not you." And then John looks at him and goes, "Is it me, Jesus?" He goes, "No, John, it's not you." And then Judas goes, Is it me, Jesus? And he looks at him and goes, is it me, Jesus?
There's a piece to the legend, man.
Yeah, it gets me to this day.
Love him, man. Wow. Go back to stand-up. What do your family think about
doing
you
stand-up?
doing stand-up?
At first, they were just like, okay, I guess he's doing this. You know, he's always been in, acting or an artist. He's like, all right, I guess. And then it got to like, you should really go get like a job. Like you should, what's your career? Like what? And now they're like encouraging of it. They're like, this guy's like really good. Like you should actually like work harder. Like you should be working more. You should be doing more of this. Why
When do you think that moment hit?
That moment hit probably when I filmed my special.
How
They
many
had
years
seen
was
me
that?
That was like 8 years in. It took them like 8 years to realize, like, I'm not quitting this. And then they were like, all right, well, he's not that good. But they hadn't seen me in like 5 years.
Okay.
And then they saw me, and my dad was like, you should focus more on business in this. Like, you should really be like doing this a lot more. Like, why aren't you doing this more? Why are you ever home? Like, why aren't you like...
You should be out all the time.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because when you started, you was hosting my show early on. Well, how long were you in? Like 6 months or something? Less than a year, right?
Probably.
They had a look on their face. I've never told you this before. They never said anything, but the way, Ronnie, like they were crying out loud, can you tell him to stop?
Yeah.
That's the way I felt. I'm like, no, he's cool. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Okay, well, I love how you still have him around. So your folks are cool.
No, yeah, that probably. They were like, what is he doing? He's embarrassing us up there. This fucking idiot.
No, your folks are cool, man.
But when you're first starting, like, sans some of these people, rest in peace, fucking Ken Flores and stuff like that. Who
Yeah, man.
Found his voice real quick, and he was writing very funny material right away because he had lived a very fun life.
Mm-hmm.
I tell new comics all the time, and they're like asking me how to write new material and like I'm like, don't worry about the first year or two of material you're gonna write. You're not gonna be doing that down the line. You're probably gonna be like, why the fuck did I write that? Like, what am I talking about here? You don't know how to set it up. You don't know how to like move the joke along. A lot of it's gonna be dirty. But then you get older and you really just find your voice and you keep doing it and you start having fun writing new material. Like, I can't wait to do this joke in front of new people,
Right. It's a feeling I get. I still kind of do the early shows. I'm like, I was an exception in a sense, but it's like I caught on to it real quick because of the sketch comedy and the improv. It was easier for me to come up with stuff. I just didn't want to like throw away material. So I still got old stuff I throw out. Like I remember doing this, me 10 years, and I did the one joke about the masturbation. And you're like, I like that joke. I never heard that before. Like, you know me 10 years. So I still doing jokes from almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, so always have them in your pocket, though.
Yeah, never throw anything away, but definitely if it's not working, you can put it away.
I think everything works, though.
Man, I give it 3 chances. I forget who said it, but 3 chances, and then if it's not working, write something else, right?
that single mom's joke,
yeah.
I wrote that out in 2005. I didn't really start doing it until like when I shot the special.
Yeah.
And that was 2023 or something.
Well, also note to younger comics, even if it doesn't work, you might not just currently be skilled enough to work it into something that you want.
No, that's a timing thing.
Yeah.
And you have to read
timing,
the room. You can't
where
start
it
off with
fits
that.
in.
Yeah.
Or if you're writing like a whole set and you're like, wait, this fits in well here.
Yeah.
That can work too. But like to have that, now it's easier with digital, but like I still have like old notebooks and stuff like that of just material and stuff that sometimes I look through to see like who was I back then and what was I talking about?
Look at a tape of yourself is like, nah. You know what I mean? Like
all the time.
Like you like, but no, they felt it. The audience was like laughing at everything, but you like, nah.
I only noticed my flaws. Like when I was watching my most recent clip that I got from Saturday, and it was a great clip. I had a great set. All I could notice was me messing up one little part of one little joke, right? It went from the perfect set to this little fuck up, but the crowd didn't notice but it would have hit that much harder if it would have went off like that, you know? And me noticing, like, I noticed that. Like, I do that joke all the time. How did I just mess that up, you know? But that's what I noticed, because you have to watch your stuff to see what you did wrong in order for you not to do it again. And for me, that's, like, the hardest part. Because I hate the sound of my own voice. And I, like, if I had, like, Matt Berry's voice, you know who Matt Berry is? He's a very funny actor, comedian. And he has a voice where he talks like this. He's very entertaining.
That's not him. Like, that's not right. No, that's somebody else.
That's somebody else. Have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
He's one of the guys in the new one, in like the show What We Do in the Shadows. He's a very funny guy. Toast of London. Anytime you guys get to go watch Matt Berry, go watch Matt Berry. Very funny man.
Matt Berry. Looking him up.
I'm not afraid to say his name. That guy's a prick. Like, if I had Matt Berry's voice, I'd be very happy. But I have my voice, which I cannot stand the sound of. So,
Well, what do you think you need to work on as a comic? Is there anything
for
like
me? A lot of time, like, are we talking about like in the actual sets, or are we talking about
some people like, I don't need to work on nothing. They just need to catch up with me.
Everybody needs to work on something. Mine is business acumen and social media presence, and just putting out like content and stuff like that. Like being better at like sitting down and editing, because I have real bad ADD. That like I can't sit still like and sit down and like focus on like editing for like hours. Like I have to get up every like 30 minutes and like walk around, and like it's real bad. And if one thing that I could do better, it'd definitely be the business side of things. Not only like with socials and stuff, but like communicating with people, because I'm an idiot. Like I walked up to someone, like we're pretty close the other day. I saw him wearing this sweatshirt. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" I saw a lot of people wearing that sweatshirt. It doesn't mean shit. And I'm just like, why did I say that? Why would I say that? Why would I walk up to somebody who knows me but doesn't really know me? And we I'm just like, fuck. I always make that mistake of talking to people like I talk to like me and you.
Right.
But that's not me and you over there.
No.
I'm like Kanye out here without like the anti-Semitism. I'm just like, I just say dumb stuff all the time. And, I just feel like people take it badly, But then when they see me on stage, they're like, man, Alex is always good. Why don't I book? Like, I've had that multiple times in the last 2 months where people have come up to me like, I don't know why I don't book you more. Like, I don't know why I don't see you more.
That day, no, it wasn't the Zanies. I was about to say the show we did, you know what show I had up there that one time. But it wasn't that show.
It was Dame's show.
It was Dame's show. Yeah. And I'm back there watching the show, and Brian at the time, the guy that was booking, was like, who was that? You know what I mean? I'm like, that was Alex. And he called Curtis. He like, you know him? We need to put him on.
And neither of them
And then
did.
Brian left, and then
neither of them
something happened. I can't say what it is, but yeah. We'll talk about that later. That's a whole nother show.
That's his problem.
But you get the praise, man.
The thing, dude, but the thing is, like, people have to, like, see me perform, because if they see me outside, they're like, this is an autistic fucking idiot. Like, this guy sucks.
Okay.
But then, like, they see me on stage and like, oh, he's actually pretty fucking good, you know?
Unlike me, everybody wants to be my friend. I'll say what you said the other day, but that requires a rating. Everybody loves Ronnie Ray. I don't know what the hell this is. So like this. They do. What is the best compliment you guys? Is that the best one yet?
No, the best compliment I had is when me and we went to Wisconsin. Side note, this place that we went to was very nice, filled with very nice people. But one of the funniest things that I'd ever seen happened. We got out of the car.
Was that the one with the tank in the front?
No. It was the day before that. We had gotten out of the car, and we were stretching because it was a long ride.
Okay.
And you walked up behind me, and someone was driving by and goes, "Look out behind you!" And I was just like, "What?" And it was just you just like standing behind me. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, racism can be nice sometimes. It can be very funny. But no, we were inside and we just finished the show. It was like a pub. It was not a pub. It was a brewery.
Oh, and that door closed?
And the door closed, and we were on the other side. And a gentleman came up to me afterwards. I wish I would have got his name.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I just got back from the military, and I had PTSD, and tonight was the first night I've laughed since I got back home.
That's what's up.
And he goes, thank you for letting me laugh again, helping me laugh again. And I was like, yeah, man, no problem, dude. And I fucking like teared up a little bit. I was like, yeah, dude, no problem. Shit. I like had to go step in the corner for a second. I was like, That's the best compliment I ever had. Because people telling you good set, people telling you, I've had people come up to me like, man, you're the only reason I come to like this mic, or this is the only reason I came to the show. And that's always great, like when you have fans and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you actually make like an impact in somebody's life, like when someone, like if a comic comes up to me and is like, hey man, like that, you know, you helped me like that one time, or like this or that, like that means more to me than any compliment that anyone can give you. Blowjobs also accepted, but it's like that's like the best, dude, is just somebody coming up to you and being like, yeah, man, dude, you actually made an impact on my life. And I'm just like, I'm just saying stupid ass jokes, man. I'm just up here trying to make you feel good and laugh. And I think that's a big difference between some comics and me, is like, it's just jokes, man. I'm just up here, like the whole point is for them to have a good time.
Yeah.
It's not me versus them.
Right.
You know, it's like I'm a professional. Like I'm here to make sure you have a good time. You paid money, then you're going to get what you paid for, you know?
Best compliment for me. I've never said this on this show. I had just started hitting the mics a lot, probably like 6 months in, at the Comedy Store show that I was doing. So I'm hitting the mics every day. Like after my construction job, I go home, clean up, hit the mics, and I'm leaving a Comedy Store one night, and this comic I know, I don't remember, forgot his name, but he saw, hey, Ronnie, what's up, man? This is my friend from New York, and this is Ronnie Ray, and he's funny. And the guy was like, you're Ronnie Ray. I'm like, yeah. He said, hey, man, I gotta tell you this. He said, I had a guy that from New York came, and he said he wanted to check out L.A. to start comedy there, and he went to this spot, and he named the spot, like, yeah, down the street, like, yeah. He said he went there, and he saw this guy named Ronnie Ray tear that room up, and he said he got back, he said, I am not doing that, because that guy is the amateur. I'm not doing it no more. I'm never gonna do it. And I was like, damn, I had an effect like that? I never even thought of that. So
yeah,
that's crazy.
I can't imagine someone seeing me be so good that they're like, well, my dream's done. Like,
but like, you're like, damn, man, no, man.
I'm not gonna.
I'd be like,
that.
keep trying, but for him to say that, I'm like, oh shit. Well, maybe you don't need to be doing it, but it's like, all right, I didn't know. You know, I'm still trying, but maybe I was a little advanced because of the the theater training or whatever. But I caught on quick to the game. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
I think now probably the biggest difference between my act when I first started and what I'm doing now is my ability to just pause, let tension build, understand that tension has to be built for a joke to go off. You know, not like,
It's a rhythm thing. It's a cadence thing. It's when I started writing jokes, my uncle, I told my Uncle Larry that I wanted to do comedy. He gave me Stevie Wonder's Song in the Key of Life. I'm like, this ain't no damn comedy. He's like, listen to the songs. And like the rhythm and the beat, and even with the list of songs, the way they set up, that's like, that's how he wasn't saying that per se, but I got it. And I'm like, this is how you set up a cool set. You gotta take them on a ride. The album is nothing but a ride, bro. So when I did the show, I never did that. I did that closer like once and whatever, but it's like I can get them. If I hit them at the end with the best line, I think I'm gonna get a standing O. I've never got a standing O like that, and that's when that was cool. I just like, all right, the two licks my uncle gave me, which even though he said I always said, you ain't ready yet. So I had to sneak off and go do it, but that, I'll never forget that. So Larry don't even know he gave me that love, man. So my Uncle Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Uncle Larry. All right, let's do rapid fire again. As an athlete, would you prefer to slam dunk, hit a home run, or get a touchdown?
Oh, man, 3 things I've never done.
No, see, now that ain't works better.
Dude, I don't know. It must be incredible to dunk. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just like
you ain't gotta be you never played baseball?
No, my
dad
took me off the football, but my dad took me off the t-ball team because he was embarrassed of me. because I was that bad.
Oh, shit.
And then I tried playing football, but I was so undersized, like I couldn't raise my hands up with the pads to like catch passes. So I'm like, throw it down, throw it low. And like, yeah, and I was always getting hurt, and I wasn't good in school, so they wouldn't let me play. And then I ended up wrestling, and I got my shit together. My last couple of years of high school, my first couple of years of college for wrestling, but probably... Man, you know what? The touchdown thing is more important than the dunk, but the dunk, I've always just wanted a dunk. Like, I just being 5'5" and just flying up and dunking on someone, nuts to face, you know? Like, on their chin, like, rest it, you know? I mean, it's fucking...
So
probably
dunking is
dunk.
the
Probably
way.
dunk. Home run has nothing. I couldn't care less.
Done off 3. I prefer to dunk.
Well, okay. Humble brag.
I prefer to dunk. Yeah, and I did pick 6 and everything. As a teenager, your favorite 3 celebrity crushes?
Janine Garofalo.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's hot to me.
Me too.
I thought I was the only person. No, I'm not the only person. Thought she's hot.
Tia Carrera.
Yes, Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, yes. What would be the third one? Celebrity crushes, right?
Yeah.
Third
you gonna
one.
say the girl that worked at the post office?
No. Probably my first girlfriend. She was very hot. She still is. And what's her name? Morgan Webb. She was on a channel called G4 TV. It was like a video game channel.
Okay.
And she was like one of the main hosts opposite Adam Sessler.
Where is she now? You don't check.
I don't know what she does now, because I could have told you some porn stars, and I know what they're doing now. A whole lot of nothing, but fucking they aged out like motherfuckers.
Probably in the Guild film.
Yeah, started that journey back in 2004 or 5. So if they're still in the game, I'm sorry. You know, shit.
Oh, my celebrity crush, childhood, Vanity, Janet Jackson, Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano, very nice.
Alyssa Milano. I looked her up on YouTube, and everybody hates her, which is weird. I wouldn't hate you, Alyssa.
I wouldn't hate you either, Alyssa.
I wouldn't hate you, Alyssa Milano. Yeah, I should say
put on my sexy voice for you. How do you like this voice, Alyssa Milano? Huh?
Who's the boss, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
who's the boss now?
I'll talk like Tony Danza. Samantha.
You gotta do that thing.
Angela, Jonathan. Celebrities. Favorite celebrity you've met?
I don't think I've ever met one, man.
Oh, wow.
To be completely honest with you, like, I've gotten, like, close. I don't even know, like, if you would call them, like, micro celebrities, like, smaller ones. I mean, that Greek guy, Angelo Tsakanikas, is a very nice man. You call him a celebrity. But, like, nah, man, I never really met any celebrities or anything like that. They brought Buddy Love to our... he was a Bulls player, something Love. I think his name was Buddy.
Bob Love.
Bob Love. I met Bob Love.
Eddie Murphy from Nutty Professor.
Yeah. I met Bob Love.
What's Jerry Lewis and shit?
That's like he played like 10 minutes of basketball, and they played his highlights and everything, and it was the same like 6 plays, like for like a minute and a half.
They didn't have a lot of cameras back then.
Well,
favorite season?
of time, of nature. I think spring is actually my favorite, man. Like I just that feeling of like it's instilled in you from when you're young, but like, man, school's about to get out. People are starting to get single again for the summer. Yeah, it's rainy here in Chicago, but it's now warm enough to like not need things.
Right.
And like that trench coat is off and it's just hoodies and you can wear some shorts if you want, and the air is fresher and like everyone's just happy again because it's about to be summertime again, and like people are planning things for the summer. You just bought your tickets to go to Greece or wherever the hell you're gonna go, man.
Yeah.
It's just good times all around. A lot of good things have happened to me in the spring, and I love the spring, man. I love that right before the summer. I like summer too, but like I love that moment of like anticipation and everything's blooming and everyone's just happy again.
Yeah.
That's what I love, dude.
I used to say spring. Mm-hmm. Now, something about the fall. Mm. I dig the rainy Saturdays when it's like 40 and it's not pouring down, but it's like gloom. I don't think I'm going through depression. I don't
Like
know.
a drizzle?
I like the drizzle. I remember being like 8, and that was the first time he left me home by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and it was raining, but I had Tom and Jerry on TV, and I'm like, this is relaxing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I went to sleep a few times on the YouTube channel where it's just raining. So I kind of dig that.
Yeah. I want it known. Ronnie loves the drizzle.
Love the drizzle,
Ronnie
dog.
loves the drizzle.
Love the damn drizzle.
No one tell Kendrick.
Favorite road gig?
Favorite road gig was probably the one that we did that I talked about with that. Where we went to Wisconsin, and we were pretty deep up there, and we just had a good time, man. It was a good drive. It was beautiful weather. The people were so nice.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
had
time, man.
that moment where I was like, all right, I'm doing a good thing here. Because I've helped out a lot of people in my life, and I used to like donate a lot of my time to like church and charity. And when you're doing those things, you're like, all right, this is a good thing I'm doing. I'm supposed to be doing this, right?
Okay.
And one of the ways I knew that is when people would come up and say thank you. You know, like you're supposed to come up and say thank you when someone helps you. You know, people say that was great, you know, but people have lately and more have started saying thank you. Like I really cheered up their day or their week. I'm like, all right, this is the right thing. And that all started when we went on that road trip. And I was like, all right, this is it. This is right. I know I'm going to struggle. I know it sucks. I'm tired of eating leftovers all the time, but
All right.
you know, you can only eat so much chicken and rice, man. Trust me. I've been eating it for so long, but yeah, that was my favorite road trip.
Road trip and favorite
trip.
show, apparently.
Yeah.
You're making it sound.
Yeah, for comedy.
Yeah. Okay. Worst night on stage. Give me the bomb story now.
Worst night.
Let's hear it.
All right. This was the worst night on stage. That guy Angelo came to town and he was just doing a show in a ballroom, at a banquet hall, and there was no like host, there was no anything, right? So I messaged him like an hour and a half before the show, and I was already like coming out of like a funk. I hadn't done a show in like a few weeks to a month. Like it was the longest I hadn't done stand-up, right?
Okay.
I didn't go to any mics, nothing. I was coming out of a funk. You know, me and my girlfriend at the time were like kind of fighting and stuff like that.
What year
and I
was
was
this
like,
in?
2022.
No, what year were you in comedy? How long you been doing it at the time?
At this point, it had been 7 years.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? He came to town. He didn't hit me up. You know, he's not doing it with Zany because when he normally comes with like a
I remember
club,
this time, yeah.
when he comes with a club, like they're like, okay, no worries. You know, like they have their own people. Like I'm not gonna ask.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna make the effort. He's like, yeah, man, come host for me. Just do 10 minutes. I'll give you $150. I was like, okay, yeah, that's better than I get fucking anywhere else for more time.
Yes, sir.
So I drove over there, and what happened, and this is what happened, is I got in my head, because it was like 250 to 300 Greek people. Just Greek people, right? This was not a mixed crowd. This was just Greek people. All my years, all that practice, I threw my whole act away and did jokes I hadn't done in like 5 years. You know the stuff that I literally don't do anymore? The stuff I just talked about? Like, you're not going to be doing those jokes.
Right,
but I was like, but those jokes are about being Greek and like this and that. Like, they won't resonate with this. They don't want to hear me talk, say the word pussy on stage and stuff, you know? But I got in my head, and the jokes weren't hitting, and I didn't crowd work my way. All these years, all the knowledge that I had, all the work that I had done.
Out the window.
Just blanked on me. And I ate a big old dick for like 9 out of the 10 minutes. I got him on like the last minute, and then I brought up the first act.
Wow.
And she crushed. She did great. Helen Karras. And then I was lighting her. She didn't see it. It was like I looked like such an amateur, like such a chump. That was the last time I bombed, was 2022. And I remember it. I literally wrote down in my phone that night, remember this moment. Remember how you feel right now, how low that you feel, how bad you feel right now, and never let it happen again. And from that night forward, I've had some okay sets, but that was the last bomb I've had, and that's probably, in my opinion, but you know, it's not a given, because in this industry, sometimes it's just going to happen. It's the last bomb I will have, like that bad, of like nothing, crickets, of like people being like, When you know how people are shake hands afterwards and they're so happy to see you, people actively avoided eye contact with me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is bad.
Sucks, don't
Because
it?
I had to see these people because I'm Greek, so I have to see a lot of these people. I was like, fuck, like these are my constituents. Like this is mine. That was the worst bomb I've ever had. And I had bombs before that, but I've never had a bomb after that. I've had some not great sets, but I've never had a bomb.
I heard somebody say, if you bomb, it depends how you feel when you bomb. Because the person was like, man, I bombed, nobody laughed. So how you know in the bomb, how to recover from the bomb? Like, well, did you have a good set? Nobody laughed, but it all matters how you feel. And like, I don't really agree with that. The job is to make them laugh.
Yeah.
Like, it been nights that I get off stage, you be like, I took their money, didn't I? They were laughing, though. You got to win.
Look, man.
But at the same time, I'm not happy.
Especially, but if you're a host, the whole job is to set up the show for the rest of them.
No, if I'm headlining, like I'm doing
if you're headlining,
spot, like no, man.
The point, well, I mean, yeah, that's the difference, dude. We're supposed to just make people laugh. It's not like I'm supposed to do my set. I'm supposed to make you laugh. The set is there as a tool,
Right?
Just like anything else, just
Right.
like crowd work, just like goofy ass fucking normal things that we do that they don't see. Like eyes, like moving stuff like that.
Right.
Like when you ask people, should we wait for when they come back from the bathroom?
Yeah.
Like that's just another tool in the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just another nail.
They fall for it every time.
Fall for it every time.
Your influences.
I grew up, when I grew up, it was at the time of like Napster and all these different ways that you could steal things off the internet if you didn't mind giving the family computer aids.
Right.
But I must have watched Delirious, which I do like better than Raw. So Eddie Murphy's Delirious. I thought that was probably the best, if not one of the best stand-ups sets, period, ever. Like when people like, oh, I like this better, that, I'm like, dude, it's like pedestal. Like when I'm talking about like Killing Him Softly by Dave Chappelle, another pedestal performance. Robin Williams on Broadway, another pedestal performance. Like those were my influences growing up. And ironically enough, Will Ferrell, I know he's not a stand-up, but Will Ferrell as well was just so charismatically and naturally funny.
Yes.
When my grandfather died, my cousin took us and we like went and got like milkshakes and we drove around and he played stand-up and then he also played clips like on the radio, like just not even like we didn't see anything. It was just on a CD of Celebrity Jeopardy from SNL. And I remember laughing so hard, my stomach hurt, I was crying, and I remember feeling better. And that's just what I've been trying to like give back to people. Like they're like, why do you do this? I'm like, because like this can work. I know laughter's not real medicine, but it is emotional medicine.
For a few minutes or
for
whatever.
a few minutes, people paid good money. Listen, fuckers, for a few minutes out of a day, people paid good money to come watch you be funny. Not to go up there and listen to you preach, not to go up there and listen to you have a meltdown, not for you to blame them for not liking your material that wasn't up to snuff, all right? Not to hear you on stage all night. Go up there, take 10 toes on the fucking ground, and you give those people a good night. Because for an hour and a half, which is what a good show should be, an hour and a half, they get to leave their lives for a little bit and just enjoy the fucking moment.
That's the job.
All right? And that's what you should be doing.
That's the damn job.
Also, if you're going to do crowd work, listen to the whole show so that you can hear if anybody else did that crowd work. All right? That's the other thing I want to say. So people aren't just piling on the same two couples and just saying the same thing and ruining stand-up for them for the rest of their lives.
Front. Jarrell, if you watching, man.
Nobody wants to sit in the front because of you guys.
I put him on stage like, man, he get up, man. He always does jokes, so it's fine. Mm-hmm. But if he days that, me just get up, and he be doing it, I'm like, I'm about to go up and do the same shit.
Yeah.
Don't do the same shit. Let me just do me.
I watched a show once where everybody did the same exact crowd work jokes because they weren't in the room for the show.
Was that the one you just did and I did?
Yes.
You text me on the way.
And I told you.
And I had a bad day. I'm like, I don't really want to do
crowd work.
And I did it anyway. There was nothing you can do. Like, they were like, They were dead, bro.
Because everybody got up and did the same crowd work at them.
Wow.
And nobody had, like, they were, don't blame the crowd, guys. Sometimes it is the crowd. Don't get me wrong. Don't blame the crowd.
You can't blame the crowd.
Go up there, do your fucking job.
Chris
Get
Rock's
the fuck out.
one of his best quotes about stand-up. He like, I don't care if somebody gets shot while I'm performing. It's my job to bring them back to the show. I was like, wow. Well, you got their ear, DMX. You got their ear. Abuse it, man. So
don't make excuses. Make improvements.
There you go. Quote, that's a quote.
That's something one of my old coaches used to tell me.
Speaking of which, that's the best advice you ever had? Give me some advice you had, other than your teacher.
If you think you're done peeing, you're not.
You think you're done peeing? Shake it again.
Wait. You're not done peeing. That's some of the best advice I've ever heard.
That's what's up.
I mean, when it comes to anything, I think the best one I ever heard was leaders lead, followers follow. So if you want to change your life and if you want to change other people's lives, you have to lead and show an example, or you can just follow along. That's it. They're like, all this advice, all this stuff, you can break it down to simple things, dude. Be the person you want to be the change you want to be the father that wasn't there, be the leader that you needed somebody else to be. All right? Be that person. If you need that person, be that person, because you can be that person for somebody else.
Is that some advice you would give your younger self? Say you go back and see yourself at 13, you can talk to yourself.
I would say maybe don't jerk off so much.
Okay.
Maybe take a break every now and then. Also, push mom and dad more to make you do more things. Like go maybe take a pottery class, not just acting, or like try new sports. Like try new things. I always tell people, like, try as many things as possible.
Right.
Pick up a hobby for a year. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep doing it, but you got that experience. You learned a little bit about life, man. Maybe you're going to get into new records, listen to new music. If anything, I would tell my younger self is it's going to be all right, and, you know, don't worry too much.
Okay.
You're not going to get that tall. It's not that important.
Couple of more things and we out.
Enjoy your hair while you have it.
What's your favorite joke that you do?
Currently?
Yes.
There's a joke I do about what are we going to do with all these old racists, and we're going to turn them into dog breeders.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's like one of my favorite jokes
I like that one.
that I've ever written.
When you step
do.
into that character.
Yeah, and then I act out, like, because it's a weird job, so I act out what it would be like on career day for kids to come up and do it. Because I like to write material that I think is funny, and
That's
that
what you're supposed to do.
that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Because if I'm up there, I'm like, I don't really like this joke anymore. I cut it. I get rid of it. That's how I'm feeling right now about my act. I'm like, I've written like maybe 2 really good minutes of material so far this year, and those are my favorite jokes to do right now.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta embrace it first. That's not about. I just saw that on For Real's Lego movie
Yeah.
about his life story. Have you
Yeah.
heard of this piece by
I
piece?
saw it.
That was
And
great.
at least it wasn't a big old bomb like that Robbie Williams one where he was a chimpanzee.
Oh, that didn't make any money?
That lost a lot of money.
Okay. It looked
Cost
like it was big time.
$140 million to make. And it made like 30.
Wow. Rapid fire.
Okay.
In choosing a mate, looks or personality?
It's got to be both, man. I don't know why it's got to be one or the other. It's got to be both.
You have to choose between the two.
I mean, all right. You know what? I wouldn't. I would stay single if I had to choose between the two, because I got to be attracted to you, and I have to like talking to you.
You're
Like,
right.
not only do I have to enjoy talking to you till we fall asleep at night, I also have to be able to wake up next to you in the morning. And if I'm
Yes.
waking up next to some fucking bear, I'm not gonna like that, dude. It's fucking. That's the whole thing. Like, do you comfort me? Do we comfort each other till we fall asleep, and are we happy to see each other when we wake up?
Right.
Like, when you say like looks or personality, like, it doesn't necessarily mean like you're conventionally attractive, or like some people see something that I don't, you know. But if I'm with you, I genuinely enjoy all of you. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not desperate. I enjoy the way you look. I enjoy the way you feel. I enjoy the way that you speak to me. And that's what's important. It's like a whole package, man. If I'm like, oh, looks, well, I'm a piece of shit who's only fucking you because you look good enough to get hard around. But if I'm saying personality, I'm calling you ugly, you know? It's gotta be.
really?
It's
Like,
gotta
no,
be
you're
both. Yeah, nah, dude. Yeah, dude. I like her just for her personality. Nothing else. Nothing else.
She's okay
Nothing
looking, but
else.
her personality, dog. Come on,
She
man.
got no nose and she got buck teeth and she fucking got like metal eyes and shit. No, dog. Like you gotta like all of it. You gotta like the whole person, dude.
Okay.
That's my thing. You gotta like the whole thing. Because I dated women who are very pretty with terrible personalities, and that does nothing for me.
There's some whack ones out there.
And I've dated some girls with some excellent personalities that weren't the best looking, and it, unfortunately didn't work out. But the thing is, dude, like when I date you, I did like something on both sides. Like we did get along both ways until we didn't. And I've never broken up with a woman because she was too, I don't know what the fuck that question. I've never broken up with a woman. Ladies, if I've ever broken up with you, it was never for your looks. All right. It was never, I am lucky to have dated you. Like I've never been like, I'm like, God, I just can't stand looking at her anymore, man. But her personality,
she may be ugly, man, but she made me laugh like
she makes me come over the phone, but when I see her, I just can't do it,
I'm calling looks, man. I can't. I don't give a damn how funny you are. Shit. You can be a mute.
You just a piece of meat to Ronnie Ray.
No.
You got all your teeth?
I like the package. I like the whole package. You gotta be good. Favorite sitcom or TV series?
Favorite TV series all time has to be Adventure Time. Favorite sitcom all time is, I want to say Seinfeld, but I know there's something else out there because I've gone in and out of. I've loved sitcoms like my whole life. I liked Everybody Loves Raymond. I loved, Seinfeld. I love a lot of different sitcoms. I like the 3-camera thing. Yes. Eventually, they get stale, as they all do.
Yeah, we saw Another Way though.
Yeah. What?
We saw Another Way instead of the 3-camera thing.
Yeah, we did evolve from that, but I still think it works, and people like it, dude. I've always liked sitcom, like a simple thing, like a come in, you're the joke guy, you're this guy, you're that guy. Give me a little bit of emotion, and then we move forward, It's nice. It's like the same thing we do. Escape reality for a little bit and go on. I didn't like the Big Bang Theory. I got the Big Bang Theory. I didn't like Friends. I got Friends, People enjoy that kind of stuff.
Very damn good. Favorite sitcom? Seinfeld. Favorite sitcom. Favorite TV series of dramatic? Right now, I like The Penguin, Wire, Breaking Bad. So those are my three.
Shout out to Joe Parrott Talks With You, one of my favorite shows. I don't know what it is, but it's a great show.
Last rapid fire. 3 albums you can't live without. If you couldn't listen to no more albums, you listen to these 3 albums only.
Right. Shit, because I don't know the names of the albums.
I gotta make it better. 3 artists you can only listen to for the rest of your life.
All right, so Daft Punk would be one of them. So it's Daft Punk, Willie Nelson, and I would have to say it's probably a tie at the moment right now between like Modest Mouse and that one American Football album. Very excellent album. So, yeah. What about you?
Anything Michael, Prince, Stevie Wonder. Those are my 3 favorite artists.
Excellent. All the same color. If you
all the same color. You want my white list? Huh? Elton John, Phil Collins, and Billy Joel. Oh, man. You want my women?
All bald, too.
All bald. Now.
All bald.
They wasn't bald when I discovered them.
Yeah, nobody is.
All right, last couple questions, man. We out of here, Doc. End of the day. So when you're done and your name comes up, what do you want people to say? Fellow comedians to say?
Well, with my fellow comedians, I just want them to think that I was funny and that I was a good person. Like, I don't have problems with anybody. I never did anything bad to anybody. Like, I don't have any beef with no one. Some people might not like me, but that's just human nature. Like, no accounting for taste. At the end of the day, I just want, what I really want is if I die and my mom's still alive, for people to come up crying to my mom and be like, he saved me. Like, lie to my mom.
Oh,
and
lie
be
to
like,
your
he
mother.
saved
Okay,
me from
yeah.
a bus one time. Or like, you know, like he changed my life, like he got me off of drugs, you know, like read it like
Then
off a
that dude
script and
comes
stuff.
up from Wisconsin, like, how'd you get to the funeral? We don't even know your ass.
Yeah, that'd be something. I already have a friend of mine who's already agreed. Him and his whole Italian family are gonna sit in the back of my funeral and just walk around pissed off. Like that's it. They're not gonna say anything. They're not gonna talk to anybody, but they're gonna be back there pissed, like swearing a little bit, smoking cigarettes and throwing them down. You know, that's all I want. I just want people. You know what I want people to be when I die? Upset. Like I want them to be sad that I died. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, no, dog, be mad, be sad. I want it to hurt you forever. That's what I want.
And you know, that's it.
Yeah. Nah, they're gonna be happy.
No, I'm saying that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
that's it. We're done, man. Give me your hand. Wait, hold on, whoa. Motions. I ain't talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel going in, and how did you feel about the outcome?
You know, I was really happy with the product that I made with my friend Alexander George Briggs Marshall. He's an excellent director. He came all the way down from Canada and brought a lot of equipment, and he did it for me. And then he took the time to edit it. And then it's a really nice special. It's really nice. If you guys get a chance, it's called Motions, a comedy special by Alex Tsakanikas. You can look it up. You can go on my Instagram, and you can try and find it. I'm getting buried by the algorithm. But if you guys do enjoy just something that's not about anything, it's just fun times, please give it a watch. You know, it was a lot of work, a lot of years of work that went into that special, and I'm already working on the next one. So, you know, I had a great time doing it. You know, the first night was great. The second night was okay. But I'm glad we did both nights. I'm glad we filmed both nights. I'm glad that I had you there hosting for me. I'm glad, it was like a culmination of all these friends that I've had all these years come by. And it was a real beautiful thing. We sold out both nights. The Lincoln Lodge was so nice. They were nice enough not to give, they gave me a nice little room for a good price. They were nice enough not to give me a single door person to help me. They were fucking. But other than that, it was a great time, and I'm glad that we did it, man. At the end of the day, now that I've done comedy all this time, at the end of the day, I can point to something and be like, yeah, I did that. Like I have that. Like that's dumb. Like it's
Yeah, man, I like this special.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it a B minus. You know why?
Because I forgot to put
he forgot to put my name on the credits.
Yeah, that's completely my fault.
I felt it coming because he forgot me on the IG at first too. I had to call him up like, what's this shit? Oh, my bad, I chicken. And then it comes out and I hear I'm the only voice you hear from the comics.
I know.
God.
He can sue me.
This is why I put you on the show. I ain't give a fuck about none of the other stuff. This is what it's about.
I feel bad.
You should put me on the credits, man.
I felt bad for days. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about taking it down and putting it back up. No, like legitimately. I want your name to be in it, and I want to put it out like I want to do like an actual release of it that I can be like, listen, because when I put it out, I kind of put it out quietly and just sent it privately to a bunch of people. But I want to redo it. I want to put it back out, and I want to post. I want you to be in a special thanks to Ronnie Ray. Because you've been my best friend in this game for 10 years now. I would have quit a long time ago if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't have half the shows I do if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be anywhere near as good as I am right now if it wasn't even just talking to you, watching you, picking up small things from you over the years, which I hope you picked up small things from me over the years too. But like it really sucked because when you do little lesson for everybody, when anything goes wrong in your special, whether it be in the credits or anything, it's your fault. Your fault. So
no, man, I'm just giving you shit.
Because I was even talking to Lawrence, man behind the cam, about like, man, I think I should re-release it. I think I should redo it so that your name is in it because it only has like 500 views. Like I'm just like. What the fuck
I'm
is the point?
giving you shit,
you know? No. You deserve it. After all these years, all the shows we did, everything we've been through, we slept in the same room, ate Arby's together,
How many shows, though?
Over 250.
Over 250 times on stage. He saw me take people money.
Yep. First guy I saw take people's money.
I took their money tonight. Yup, you did. I always go to you with that. It's been a pleasure, bro. What else? You need something? Tell them something. You need to tell them something else. Give me handles and stuff.
You know, if you want to follow me, I'm comedian Alex T on Instagram.com. That's the one I post on mostly. If you want to follow me on YouTube, which I will be posting more things on in the coming weeks, it's The Real Alex T or Comedian Alex T. I can't remember right now, but if you follow me on Instagram, it has links to everything else. That's kind of like where I base myself off of. I'm not on TikTok yet, but I will be because the Chinese own everything, and soon they'll own me too, which is nice.
All right. Follow me at Comedian Ronnie Ray, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, like 4 channels. We about this show is going Q&A. High Five Comedy Show's coming. Come to the High Five Comedy Show every Sunday at 6 o'clock, Lincoln Lodge, Chicago. My special's out, Magnum Cum Laude. You can find it on YouTube. It's just so much stuff, man. Just stay tuned, baby. We coming with it, man. Lawnmowers behind the damn cameraman, and we out. And remember, people, it's 24 hours in a day. What you do with it is what sets you apart. God bless. We out.